So, and one of the best things to come out, one of the most also devastating things, was the HR1 GT8 conversion. Now, you guys have known that we've been flying this flag for not very long now, actually. But the buggy, must be coming up to its first year, right? This time last year, we won the state titles on its debut. Remember?
Right. That's
we were at Mork.
Yes.
Now, a year later, we have turned the very same buggy into a touring car.
But it was at the velodrome as a buggy at the beginning of this year.
It was. So it's done a few laps of the velo, but not in this state. And what a ripper. What an absolute ripper. Now, there was a slight oversight on my part, and that is the fact that of the speed controller fan.
Yeah.
Broke that like 3 meetings ago.
Right.
Racing buggy. Because when it buggies, it rough and tumbles and crashes and bangs, right? And I hate cooling fans in off-road, particularly 8 scale. But on 4S with a 16 tooth pinion, racing in buggy conditions, doesn't get hot, doesn't even get warm, right? Let alone go to thermal shutdown. However, we put the 22 tooth pinion on it, and then 6S. Yeah. And then within 2 minutes or within 90 seconds, I'd say 4 laps, it was shutting down.
Yes. Well, there's a lot of power going through, right?
Panicking.
Yes.
I know if it had a fan, that wouldn't be the case. But for those 4 laps stints that it was doing, it was good, yeah? Amazing. It was every bit as good, if not better, than the HB. And we know how good the HB goes with the, it's got that crusty old Castle Creation gear in it. How good was it on 6S? You just plug it in and it sticks to the track amazing. It does. This was every bit as good. But yeah, I could only do 4 laps at a time, so I was disappointed. But that's what you get for not testing. So we rocked up Saturday. I put a 4S in it. I did about 2 or 3 minutes. Felt really good. Put a 6S in it. I did like 2 laps, of practice. And it felt really good. Pulled it off until the first race.
And we run for 4 minutes, right?
4-minute races. First race went out with the HB. So there was 2 classes for the day. There was small scale and large scale.
That's right.
Small scale was your 10th scale, 12th scale, small stuff. Large scale was GT8s, 7th scale speed cars, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, first race out, I took the HB out because I knew it was going to be absolutely carnage. And I thought, well, by the time that the first heat's finished, there'll only be 6 cars for the next heat, based on our previous experience. But that heat, oh my God, there was 14 cars and I think 12 finished, which awesome. Is unbelievable, right? And we raced to the nail, tooth and nail going around. It was
great when
really
there's a whole heap of cars out there.
Really, especially these big ones, because even the spectators, like, they loved it. And there was another big race meeting on this weekend, the Coleman Cup, which the Yokomo team did really well. However, obviously it probably affected our participant numbers a little bit. However, the spectators was up about 200%. Wasn't it?
Yes.
There were people that
coming to watch.
People
that didn't even know we were on.
No, they didn't know we were on, or they'd just seen our Facebook or our YouTube stuff, and they had to come and check it out. So it was really, really good. We had this young family come out, and they put their cars on the jumps. It was really, really good. So yeah, so a complete success. A huge thank you to Tony Gray, Tony Pereiro, Jack Engel, Jeremy Williams, because they really helped. I pulled up at like 9:45, and they were waiting at the gate for me.
Oh, really?
This didn't start till 1. Right? They were waiting at the gate for me, going, "Where's the key? Where's the key?" Yeah. So yeah, so they helped whippersnip the track, and they blew it down. And,
oh wow.
Yeah, helped me with the tent and stuff. Tony P helped us prep the rocket car. We fired the rocket car 3 times. And wasn't that, we only had the small rockets, and I thought, it's not going to do anything.
They were pretty impressive too.
They were super impressive. Ended up on its roof once in the infield. No, while it was launched into the infield. Once did it over the back, which was really nice. And then we let the rocket car engineer himself, Tony P, have a go. And he absolutely loved it. So a big thank you to everybody, everybody who turned up and made it a great day. It was a resounding success.
We'll be doing it again.
We'll definitely be doing it again. Will it be? And the jumps.
Like the jumps were the first, weren't they?
Right.
Never had jumps before.
We'd never had jumps before. And they weren't small jumps.
No,
when Tony said, oh, I'm making, Tony Gray said, oh, we're making some jumps.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
Bit of work there.
How much work would have gone into them? And obviously he's like an engineer, right? So he's full, like, catted it up and
so 2 aspects. There was one for height.
One for height.
And one for length.
And they were 900 mil wide each, bolted together.
Yes.
And the one that was for height was probably 1.5, 1.3 meters tall.
So you can see from the video before, I might replay it, right? You can see how the cars took it slowly and then they gave it all.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the X-Max probably proved a little bit too heavy for the ramps and smashed through the ramp. We definitely weakened it. So the X-Max jumped twice. I thought the first time that I'd got it wrong and thought, oh, I won't do that again. And did it again and broke the ramp more.
Yes.
we taped it up and then it was good for like, we had 3 or 4 rounds. And then every round the guys would ramp it up. Like Trav Hunt is a lunatic.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's all about getting confidence.
He had a Traxxas Max 4S with minor hop-ups.
Yes.
But he was hitting it at full noise. Him and Jack Engel. Oh, my God.
Yeah, for sure.
No? So there you go. What a beautiful day.
Look at this. There's some of the... That was black. But this is the Velodrome chassis now.
This is the Velodrome chassis, yeah.
And the interesting thing is the conversion set comes with all the springs. These are the springs as provided, aren't they?
I didn't even put bump stops in it.
No.
And it didn't have that understeer that
firm.
The HB had. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't just scrubbing out the chassis and running up the side of the hill.
Well, next time around, we'll just have it all sorted. Yeah,
next time I just need an ESC fan. And I'm sure that we'll be able to go for 4 minutes.
Yeah, you just need to make sure it doesn't hit temperature.
Yeah, well, I didn't even factor it. I didn't even think of it. But yeah, with a broken ESC fan and the Hobby Wing stuff, and this is amazing. It's a sensorless motor.
Yeah.
This thing has been run ragged, right? 4S, 6S, speed runs, buggy racing. And this is all out of the box stuff.
All standard.
And it's about to be converted back.
Yeah.
Now it's about concentrating on the vintage bash events wise.
Yeah.
And then I've got 2 weeks to turn this into a buggy and go do the 1/8 scale off-road state titles at EMCC. Yeah, as a buggy, obviously. Yeah. So looking forward to it. The HR1 was awesome. The rocket car was awesome. The HB was awesome. The crowd was awesome.
Oh, that was good.
It was really good.
Perfect weather too.
And your bangers were epic.
Bangers.
Your bangers.
Which bangers?